Well, these are just the coolest things I've ever seen. Obviously, yes, we're celebrating Christmas in July, but think outside of every other holiday that's throughout the year. I mean, even weddings and baby showers and Halloween, the 4th of July, you name it, a garden party, a backyard wedding. We are so excited about this one. It is from Winter Lane. They're 18 inches, and these are big, beautiful, like spheres of sparkle. And what's fun about these this year is that they don't just do 1 or 2 colors. You've got an array of colors to choose from, and that's why you can open yourself to all the options when it comes to decorating throughout the year, because it does every single color you can imagine. It does a combination of colors, and the bendable part. That's what makes these so fun. I call them a sphere, but you could really literally create them into any shape that you would like. So let me just share with you this. They are 18 inches, very bendable and pliable. There's 12 individual color options and 4 combination options. There's 9 different illumination patterns. And I'm telling you, that is just like a little kid in a candy store waiting to have a party start or happen, whether it's even just a cute little night light in a bedroom next to your kid's bed, just to kind of create fun, softness, or sparkle, or a combination of different kinds of, effects as you're seeing there. So let the party take on its own energy, whether it's a relaxed, sophisticated vibe, or it's fun and sparkly and just energizing. You have at it, and by the way, you're more than welcome to get multiples. In fact, once you order more than two or more, you're getting a deal on the shipping, and I'll give you an update on that in just a little while. But our guest, Alexandra Baker, is here today. She's been working hard for the last 48 hours. You and I both love Christmas.
We love Christmas. You have your glitter trees, your tinsel trees.
Yes.
Look at this. They put this on the yard stake, and they put it into Santa's bag.
Oh
Isn't that cute? So
that
that's something that you could,
truly
another
adorable.
way that you could bring it indoors. But yes, these have been spectacular all day. Here, let me go ahead and have a seat.
There you go.
So what we have going on here is our bendable, most customizable, most personalized, really you can do anything with them just about, sparkler that we've ever had. It's a bendable sparkler. And it's bendable because, I'm gonna take it out of the ground stake here. Did you see the video? Were they playing the video? I wasn't looking to see if the video was playing of all the different ways that you could put it outside.
Yes, there were several. I think we've even got more to share.
Oh, okay, so when it comes in the package, what's nice, it's nice and petite. So nice and small, so of course that, for storage, you are going to receive the ground stake, allowing you to put it into the ground. But when you're holding the base, bendable, you can open each of these prongs. I believe there's like 55 prongs, and you have all the different light combinations, and this is 3 times brighter than any of the sparklers that we have ever done in the past. And the reason why we're able to do that is technology. The technology keeps improving. And 2 years ago, we had our first sparkler, and everybody was like coming to the studios. The hosts were ordering, sets teams were coming by. Everybody was like, oh my God. And they sold out by 1 o'clock.
Oh my
And
gosh.
they were wonderful. Then last year we brought back another interpretation of the sparkler, and those sold out. Like we finished at like midnight, and like 5 minutes after that, they were gone. In fact, I think we oversold on those, right? So this year, this is the 3rd time that we've brought them. These are the best. These are the brightest. These are 3 times brighter. I feel like they are the most that work well indoors and outdoors. Like these are just really incredible. I mean, look at this, look at the red. Look at that.
My gosh, right?
And then I can go through all the different colors. You do everything with the remote control. Here's the white.
Oh,
that's a cool
gorgeous.
white. Here's a warm white. You see the difference? Isn't that great? Some of us like the cool white. Some of us like the warm white. We even have like a pale yellow. We have a lilac. We have a purple. We have like an amber. We have an orange that is wonderful for Halloween, which is fantastic. Look at the green. I mean, just so bold and bright. Then we have combinations. We have like all of the multicolor. Then we have the Christmas colors, red, green, and white. We have Star Spangled Banner, red, white, and blue, red and white. And we have something called glimmer. Look at the glimmer. It looks like little diamonds.
Like little firecrackers almost.
Yeah, watch, look. Little white, yeah, it's like the little
so
white.
fun.
So I can actually just keep cycling through all of the different colors, all with a touch of a button. Then I can do twinkle, which is not the same as glimmer. So many options. I can just rotate throughout all the different colors. And then they've got something called duo fade. So it's going from one color to the second color. I have something called jump. And then of course with the timer, it's 4, 6, or 8 hours. When it's not in the position of when it's not in the ground stake. Nice ground stake, 22 inches off the ground. You can turn it upside down.
And hang it from a tree.
And you can hang it from the tree. And you might ask, you know, well,
this.
Alex, how does that work? Well, it's got a little hook here, and it's going to come with the hook that allows you to hang these.
Oh, it does come with that too?
Yeah, so it hangs from the eaves or the shutters. And when it's upside down like this, now I can continue my sphere. See, you can make these any shape you want, and you're not going to have to worry about, oh, I can't bend them too much, they're going to snap. No, this is a very, very high gauge metal.
So cool.
These are really cool.
I'm so excited you guys can do these. In fact, as you're looking around the studio, you can see, yes, we are all decorated for Christmas. But we do want to show you, even on the Christmas tree, we've taken a couple and flattened them out so they kind of look like oversized, like, you know, exploded blossoms on the tree.
They
it's really
pretty
do. Spectacular.
This is, and you know, they are wrapped in a silver wrap. This is not aluminum foil. This is like a really heavy grade, like the denier is quite thick, and they just feel so good.
Look
and
at even
so,
the mantle.
Of course,
I mean, that's crazy right there. We're showing you some video. We'll show you the mantle in studio with us because it's even more sophisticated, depending on how over the top you want to be or how sophisticated and classy you want it to be too. By the way, there is this special promo, so if you wanted more than one, and you should definitely get more than one of these today's specials, you will pay no more than $5.50 on shipping. So if you got 10 of these, $5.50 is all you'll pay for shipping on as many of the Today specials as you would. Look at that in a tree.
You can hang them from the tree.
Oh, and to be able to put, you know, use a remote to get up there and turn them on and off.
Callie, you're my Florida, also, well, all of us here pretty much are from Florida, and I was telling everyone, because not everybody watching is, we have a palm called a rubellini, and it's a
favorite.
You like the rubellinis?
It's
a three-pronged palm, and we have one right in front of our living room window, and I was practicing prior to arriving. It was sometime last week, and it was in the evening. It was sweltering hot, and I took one of our lights, and I was able to hang it from the rubellini. Then I went out into the street, Callie, with my camera, and I wanted to take some pictures of how it would look. When I looked at the photos, the entire front of the house was glowing with the light. I was like, okay, that's an 18-inch light, and the entire front of the house was illuminated.
Amazing.
I was like, okay, that's a lot of light that this is giving.
Because it is brighter than any of the ones we've done in the past. So any of you who have loved them in the past, just know that it's going to even be better this year. I think we've kind of calculated like 140 some odd options of light.
It's 144 different options if you were to count every single option, you'll find the one that works for you, but this is truly going to work for you indoors or out. The others did as well, but this one, because of the clarity of the brightness, and let me explain why as we get up and look at the mantle. Sometimes you're seeing these lights in the marketplace called, and maybe you've seen it too, Callie, RGB, which is like the red, green, blue. RGB is a type of technology, let me grab my remote, is a type of technology that that affects the bulbs. So each of the bulbs, Callie, it's not like certain colors are on the strand. It's one bulb, but it has a full spectrum of colors. Yeah, it's got a full spectrum of colors. So that technology, it's LED,
I mean, look at
but
that.
it's
You can use
the best
these in
technology.
the middle of the winter. You don't have to worry about wind, weather, rain, all of the things.
No, they're UL listed for indoors and out, and they're sturdy, they're hardy, so you don't have to worry about them fading or anything. We've put them into the mantle here, so this is 3, 1, 2, 3. Truth be told, my preference, just for the real wow factor, we had it on last night. Each one was red. I walked out and they were red. They were set on red, but red glimmer. And Callie, it was like, who did I hire to come and do this decor?
I mean, it was kind of like, well, this one's rotating in colors.
But it was so bright, like the cameras were like kind of freaking out. So we were like, okay, let's just keep it on warm white.
Well, here's
and
the
know
thing.
that you can really
I
take
just
it
like
over the
having
top.
options.
Yeah,
let's face it. I mean, we all have different, you know, the themes of every party or event that we have at our home is different. Maybe it's a graduation party or a baby shower or a gender reveal party, or it's a big, you know, anniversary, or it's a big,
or
you know,
it's two couples coming over for game game night and you just want to have just a little bit,
kick up the energy a little bit,
you know, because it makes everybody happy when they come over and you've done just a little bit extra. This makes the most exquisite tree topper.
Exactly.
Now, Kelly, this is like a 14-foot tree. It has an enormous girth, probably one of the biggest trees that you would ever find in somebody's home, yet we put one sparkler on the top as a tree topper, and it is exquisite. So of course, on your 7.5-foot tree, on your 8-foot, 9-foot tree, this is going to work really well. Even a 5-foot tree, this will work because it is pretty lightweight. But then if you can pop a couple extra in,
well, that's what I was thinking.
Magnificent.
Sorry to stand in front of you, but
go
this
ahead.
one is kind of just tucked in to the top of the tree. But you could, I mean, wow, you could
just
really
work
go
them in.
Dramatic this year if you wanted to. Or, I mean, depending on how wide you make all of these little...
Or narrow,
you know,
you're right.
Or narrow. It can just be have a whole different presence. That one looks like a firecracker. Like in the, you know, July 4th.
It really
just
does.
Boom.
It really, really does. And I want to show you, if you follow me, we are now going over to a couple of windows.
By the way, please get more than one. You're going to be so mad at yourself if you don't. Get at least two, because then you'll get, you know, you're capped on the shipping. $5.50 is the most you'll spend. That's why I say you can always send a couple back, but you can't come back and buy more at this price later if they do remain. So this is the moment, and this time of the day especially, to take advantage.
I mean, so same thing. You can change, you know, the colors. We can have the glimmer or fade. Let's see. Let's have the twinkle on.
Those look amazing outside of the window.
Right? You can just... Here, let me just put this.
Isn't that cool?
Right? Look at that.
Look at that one.
Not beautiful?
That one looks like 4th of July.
It looks like 4th of July. That's the red with the glimmer. But then I can do the twinkle. And when you just keep depressing the same button, and it's going to rotate and just do all of that dazzling light. Is that not gorgeous? That is beautiful. And I'm able to do the timer, of course, 4, 6, 8 hours. And I can even increase the speed and slow down the speed. It's one button.
Wow.
So that's really fast,
Whoa.
right? See, like it's going crazy. But then I can get it to where it's almost like stopped, right? But very slow. See, it's like twinkling, but very slow, because I'm controlling the speed with just the press of a button.
That remote control is loaded.
Right? The remote control is fantastic, right? And then let's just put on our beautiful Christmas colors again. And then once I'm here, Callie, once I'm here, if you're really OCD and you feel like, nope, I need to fix this, I want to make it absolutely perfect. You can take your time, you can have your music on.
I don't know if you've noticed, but there's no window pane in this window.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm going right through the window. I guess. The jig is up, sorry.
But here's what I love so much about this. It's awesome for Christmas. It's awesome any time of the year. If you want to keep them up even when they're not lit,
for Hanukkah.
They look pretty. Great idea.
That's gorgeous.
I mean,
for
they
Hanukkah.
look great
the perfect
all the
shade
time.
Of blue, right? Perfect shade. So they're incredibly durable. Let me show you one more while I have you on this side of the studio. I wanted to show you, when we say that you can really use them year-round, one of the stylists last night, they actually came out and did like this half moon. Isn't that pretty? So this is just a regular glass vase. And look, see? That's all it is. So it's just sitting there. It's like a little half moon, and then we can, you know, Valentine's, we could do it any color we want. We could do it Christmas. We could do it lilac if this was in a dorm room. Okay, that's just, you know what it is? What's cool, it's a lot of light.
It is a lot of light.
It's a lot of illumination.
It's like better than a bouquet of flowers, because it will never, you know, they won't wilt. You never have to water them. Nothing is going to fall over the counter. And you can rearrange them like you do with a vase of flowers.
You can rearrange them. You can address them just the way you want. But what is so important is illumination. We need lighting in our homes. Not everybody has the reset lighting in their homes. And personally, I find lamps to be cumbersome. Anytime I can avoid a lamp in a room, I know that sounds crazy. You would think, oh, don't you like gorgeous lamps? I have a few lamps in my home.
They're great.
I prefer floor lighting. I like creative ways of lighting. Callie, do you remember a few years ago we had a willow tree? I saw the willow tree today from August and Leo. But we had the 8-foot willow tree.
I do remember it.
In my family room, year-round, 365 days a year, I have the 8-foot willow tree in my family room in white. It's got a very subtle twinkling going on. That is the lighting in the family room.
I love that.
You know, the most used room in the home. So I could see this in a dorm, how you could have beautiful illumination. You could have the white, you could have the warm white, but then, of course, you're gonna want some type of lovely color, and this is just
I just
so
love that there's
beautiful.
so many options. I get it, what you're saying about lighting, and I am a huge lover of lighting, but lighting is expensive and it's a big commitment, and you have to really know what you want.
The hard wiring,
yes,
you're right.
And it's permanent in one location. This is just so much fun to be. I love to rearrange furniture. So I will admit, sometimes it's after a glass or two of wine.
Okay,
but you know, it's just fun to rearrange and pretend like you just went shopping, but you just shopped in your own living room by putting things in different places. And I do love flowers, but flowers are expensive too. I mean, if you're looking around, all of these looks are just great. Some are fun and festive and party-filled, and some are just classy and elegant. Like that mantle, again, and you can change it from day to day, from week to week, from season to season, from event to event. That's what I think you're gonna love so much about it. And thank you, I know we're busy. Everyone's loving these today, so get as many as you can or as many as you think you want. Like I said, if you decide against, 6, you just want 4, you can send those other 2 back within a month. Everybody's got a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. The item of our today's special is 866773. Indoors, outdoors, as you can see, oh my gosh, just the ways that you can create magic. So, while I'm sitting here, Alexandra, we've got this really great clock coming up in this first hour together.
Oh, we're doing this right now?
No, not quite, but in a little while later on in the show.
Okay.
I just wanted to show everybody how pretty these are. There's like a bunch of songs that these clocks play, too.